Oh, you're going to love this one. 9th of May, 1671. Colonel Thomas Blood is the first and only man to ever steal the crown jewels. Blood was an Irishman, smooth-talking master of disguise. Incredible story, which I won't go into too much now about the backstory. Suffice to say that he'd fought for Cromwell during the English Civil War. So he was a bit of a persona non grata when King Charles II was restored to the throne in 1660. Cromwell had melted down most of a lot of the crown jewels. So a new set of crown jewels was created for Charles II when he became king in 1660. And Colonel Thomas Blood decided that he was going to steal them. So in those days, the crown jewels, just like now, were kept in the Tower of London, but suffice to say, not quite the same security measures that you have now if you ever go and visit them in the Tower of London. So they were actually stored in a basement, above which lived their keeper, a man called Talbot Edwards. Thomas Blood and his wife visited the tower, and they asked Edwards if they could have a look at the crown jewels, and Edwards said yes, which wasn't as surprising as it sounds, because King Charles had actually given permission for Edwards to show off the crown jewels and charge for the privilege. Colonel Blood, who was dressed as a clergyman, and his wife looked like good upstanding members of the community, and Edwards took them down there. He showed them the crown jewels. They went back upstairs, and as they were leaving, Mrs. Blood felt sick, felt ill. She came over all funny, and Edwards took her into his apartment where his wife looked after her. And I know what you're thinking. Blood snuck downstairs. No, he didn't. He stayed there as a doting husband, worried about his wife, and when she felt better, they left the tower, waved goodbye to Edwards and his wife. A couple of days later, Blood, the clergyman, returned to the tower with a gift for Edwards' wife as a thank you for helping, and he struck up a friendship with Edwards. And during this friendship, over the next couple of days, he was talking, and he said, "Oh, I've got this very wealthy nephew who's sort of looking for a wife, and you've got a daughter, haven't you? Maybe we should introduce them." So they arranged for an introduction, and on the 9th of May, 1671, Parson Blood rocked up with said nephew and two other men, one of whom was actually his real son. And whilst nephew was wooing Edward's daughter, Blood said, "Oh, look, come, show us the crown jewels again." And Talbot Edwards went downstairs, he opened the door, and well, that's the last thing he remembered, really, because at that stage, Blood hit him over the head with a mallet. The three of them raced in, they grabbed the crown, which, using the mallet, they hammered down to make it flat so it would go in a bag. Blood then took the orb, sort of the round ball that you suddenly see in some of the coronation pictures. He took the orb and he stuffed it down his trousers. I mean, you couldn't make this up, could you? And then they grabbed the sceptre. And it was too long to put in the bag, and it certainly was too long to stick down any trousers. No funny comments, thank you. And so they tried to saw it in half. At this stage, Edward's son came down the stairs and realised what the hell was going on and raised the alarm. Blood and his two companions, including his son, threw the sceptre to one side, raced up the stairs, out into the inner keep of the Tower of London, and ran towards one of the gates. And then some soldiers appeared at the gate, barring the gate. Blood took a musket and pointed at them, and nothing happened, and he was overpowered. But the story doesn't end there, because Blood was taken in front of King Charles II himself to explain his audacious crime to steal the crown jewels. There was a combination, I guess, of Thomas Blood's slick, silvery Irish tongue and the fact that King Charles liked a bit of a rogue, and he let him off. King Charles forgave Thomas Blood for stealing the crown jewels. And better than that, he gave him a pension. and for the next 9 years, the remaining 9 years of his life, Colonel Blood was a regular attender at court. And he died in 1680, aged 61. But there has never been an attempt to steal the crown jewels since, and it's fair to say they are a lot better guarded than they were on the 9th of May, 1671. So there you go. If you enjoyed that and would like to learn more about British history, then sign up for my free weekly email and video. You'll see the details below both in the description and in the comments. It's thehistorychap.com. Sign up there. Look forward to seeing you and joining me on this amazing story that is the story of British history.